So, good morning, guys. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks, Yudis. What about you?
To me, yeah, I'm doing really great.
So, how do you spend your day in this quarantine day, guys?
Daily, I often do some activities at my home, studying, work, such as studying, playing games, and also watching movies, watching YouTube videos. But sometimes I have to go out from home for help my mother works at the market, and so much more. And what about you, Felix? How was your
Yeah, in this quarantine, I'm just doing my homework, chilling, doing my fasting, and playing some games, working out, and so much more.
and what about you,
What
Yudis?
about you?
Yeah, it's just some college stuff and assignments. So, I'm also trying to do some art in my spare time, which is some advantages of this pandemic. So, Felix, I want to know your opinion about how does coronavirus could change human lifestyle?
How does coronavirus could change our lifestyle? This is a pretty interesting topic. We have faced a whole 4 months with a lot of tragedy that's threatening the human being. One thing in particular is this coronavirus. WHO also already announced several things as a gambit for us to at least prevent the infection and the spread of this dangerous virus. There are social distancing and hygiene living. Long before this virus outbreak, hygiene is already important to keep, and people should be able to stay hygiene uh, all the time. It is a lifestyle that should be avoided since then. I think this outbreak or this pandemic thing acts like a warning for us that hygiene is really important. People are washing their hands frequently because of this pandemic. So I'm not sure if this pandemic is not happening, people are doing so. The other lifestyle that changes is how people buying their supplies for their daily needs. Part purchase of the hand sanitizer and masks are increasing. It is true that hand sanitizer could kill the virus and that still exists on our body. For example, hand. It is much simple to spray the hand sanitizer to our hands, but this can be an excuse for us to not washing our hand with water. Habit of washing hand with water for at least 20 seconds have to be kept because it is proven to be effective to prevent the spread of the virus and kill the virus in our hand. I think hand sanitizer is needed only when we are outside, when there isn't any sinks or other tool for us to wash our hands. The use of masks is also increasing uh, due to this pandemic, but we have to know who should be the priority to wear it. People who should wear the mask in the first place are people that working in front line to fight this virus, such as doctors, nurses, police, troops, couriers, and etc. People who are sick also have to wear masks, even though they aren't infected by the coronavirus. It is a form of prevention. So don't buy too much mask if you are not sick or work in front line, because there are a lot of people who need it more than you are. Also, I'm going to talk about the social distancing and self quarantine have to be kept. It is have to be kept because if you are really need to get out or do something, make sure you keep your distance from the other person for at least 6 feet or 1.5 meter apart. The habit of handshake also has to be changed with with the contactless one. just greet if you meet someone. Hi, or how are you? No need to do any handshakes because you can get infected or infect someone. In short, just stay at home, guys, as much as possible you can. Yeah, that's all for me, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you, Felix. I think this coronavirus is changed the whole lifestyle of human. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I heard you this. You can go to your home, right?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Yudis. I can imagine how awful it is to celebrate Ramadan and Idul Fitri without your family.
So yeah, it is
yeah,
awful. Awful. As you guys know, I lived in Turan Island, which going under a
uh-huh.
lockdown for now. That means I can go home, as you said. This pandemic pretty much gives an awful impact for our lives. Because of this, many travel agencies are facing bankruptcy because no people can travel anymore. They are too scared to do it. The governments also said that there are no traveling activities in any time of this year. Of course, it's for anticipation because when people going to travel, they don't know whether they have the virus or not. So this is also a great decision for from the governments, but also this makes me very sad because I can join Ramadan and Idul Fitri with my family. I'm here alone. The educational needs are also limited due to this pandemic. We can only meet the lecturers and other students through online conference application. Felix, do you do you also have an online class, I guess?
Yes, of course. And I think a lot of students in Indonesia right now also have the online classes as the government's policy. Students have to study from home. How about your studying activities, Dewa? How's your opinion about the change of education during this pandemic?
So yeah, COVID-19 has given much impact on education. From elementary school until university, they do studying activity from home. Of course, it changed the way we learn from school or college. Before COVID-19 are spreading, we have a conventional method. In the conventional method, we met teachers or lecturer in a class, then we can have a discussion about the course topic. But after the COVID-19 spreading, it changed. Now we have to do class from we have to do discourse class in online learning application. Many of the students agree that the conventional method is better than we study in online learning application. Also responding to this, my university, Universitas Brawijaya, also decided to make an independent learning application, namely Virtual Learning Management or VLMUB. In VLMUB, we can learn and interact with lecturers. They can give us a topic and we can also answer or learn the topic from them. How about you, Yudis? How was your studying from home activities? In your opinion, is it better to do learning activities from conventional method or on learning application?
I cannot say that online is better than conventional, but according to my experience, online learning gives us pretty much a lot of assignment.
Yeah,
Agreed.
you're right. Almost everything, I think.
Also, this
In,
Zoom application is pretty shady because a lot of problem and cases with Zoom. In the news, I heard it said that Zoom is selling the customer personal data to person to another corporate. Of course, this is violating our privacy policy. There's also another
yeah, I heard
problem
that too.
that not everyone
What?
has a good internet that is good enough to access the online learning. Last Monday, so you guys know my internet got a problem, so I don't think that online learning activity is effective enough.
Yeah, I
So,
pretty much agree with you.
what can we learn from this pandemic? Starting from you, Felix.
What can we learn? In my opinion, after all, until the scientists find the cure, we all as the human beings must work together to help preventing the spread of the coronavirus. All of us have to maintain our health and work together as a society to create a better world. What about you, Dewa?
Yeah, many of us maybe have to study from home, and also many workers out there are cannot do their job. Several people also get the employment in the also get employment in. Uh, Several people also get the employment termination by the office. It is very awful, but we have to work together to help prevent the spread of the coronavirus. This is a very difficult for all people, not only us as a student, but for the doctor, but for the government, the policy, the military is also difficult for everyone. So much problem that happened in this year, but we have to keep it strong, healthy, and keep it safe, guys. I hope this coronavirus end really soon.
Amin,
I
amin.
mean,
Amen. Amen. How about you, this?
oh,
The point is, we need to stay at home. We don't need to go out from home if there are no necessary things. I know a lot of people can't take this statement in raw, like, oh, so we can work. How can we get money to feed our family? So that is the problem. I hope to all those people are still doing their job, even though it's dangerous. So I'm just going to hope for the best. I hope this pandemic go far away, maybe to other planet. Just stay healthy, stay at home. So yeah,
yeah.
Amen.
um, I think I'm going to have a class in 5 minutes. So thank you guys for the meeting. Such a great discussion to have with you.
Yeah, I also have to do my activities. Thank you guys for the talk. Goodbye,
Yeah,
guys.
guys, keep it healthy and safe, right?
Okay, so yeah,
Okay, stay safe.
goodbye guys.
Thank
Uh,
you.
uh,